G'day! In today's video I've got a Moto G7 that I'm replacing the display on. Here's a replacement display. I believe it's just an aftermarket one, but it should still function just fine. This one here, as you see, we're damaged. Flip it around. We don't have a brand down the bottom. That is one major difference. Right now it's still on, but hopefully I can get in there to switch that off. Motorola G7, also known as an XT1962-5, with the type as M3DO5. On this particular model, we should be able to go in through the screen itself. If you can turn it off, that is preferred, but in this instance I don't have that luxury. So we'll proceed to get in there. I should be able to use some isopropyl alcohol, or also known as IPA. This will soften the adhesive of it should help soften the glue adhesive around the edges of the screen. Sometimes it has no effect, but just using a sparing amount on that should help. And where do I want to go between? There's a little frame there that I want to leave. There we go. That's sliding on top of the little black frame that is there. Just under the glass on the frame itself, and that's getting me in there. A little bit too far there, separating the glass from the display. This phone has also been on my heat pad here, the blue heat pad at 75 degrees for about the past 10 minutes. So it is very toasty to handle. There we go, and just like that, it's lifting out for me. Probably won't lift out for you guys that easily. There's a bit of skill, time, and equipment do help. Go. Down the bottom is going to be a challenge for me, just because that's not going to want to leave as one piece because it's broken. Keep going with the adhesive around here. From here I should be able to fold it, hopefully, a bit like a book. There we go. This glue did lift up the frame just slightly down the bottom here. But that mostly came off as one piece for me, which is actually pretty handy. Now comparing it, the model numbers and such look reasonably similar. A bit of adhesive up the top there, and whatnot. But what I want to do now is open it up and disconnect the battery. Probably going to be a T5 or T4. Not a T4. Let's get smaller and see what we have. What have we got here? T5. That looks to be doing the job. Luckily, all under this one connector here is the battery and the display, which I want to disconnect the battery as soon as I get this open. All three screws look to be of the same length. I'm looking pretty good at this point in time. This up, out of the way, disconnect one battery. It's just a bit easier with tweezers. Do have to be extremely cautious. Those tweezers near a battery is not a good combination. So a bit of experience comes into play. What I should be able to do is just clean it up around the outsides. Probably need to put a bit more glue down the bottom here, section here. What I like to do as well, if I can find it, is just go over the outside, the outer perimeter with a toothbrush, just to flick out any potential glass that may be there. Just like that. Take that bit of glue out of here, as that will give me dramas later on. Fold that back down. That just shot off a rubber grommet, which luckily landed basically where it already bounced off from. It's very handy there. Go. And is there another one that did fly off? Since I feel like there was another one that would have been around here. Disappointingly, I can't see that on my table, so we'll proceed. I don't know. Bingo. Okay, now from here, I want to use some of this. I want to go around the outer perimeter. Just a little bit on the outer frame. I'll increasingly build up how much I've got. I want to get some between the frame and the back assembly. Now I'll use a bit more here to stick the screen down. There. Here. Do need to get a bit exceeding amount in the corners here. And between the frame as it has lifted up for me. Trying to do it from the inside rather than the outside in, just because then it will hide the glue and should get a better finish. Okay, a bit more on this side now. A bit more down here just to give it something to stick to. As that outer perimeter, definitely seen where there's shock damage and the phone gets dropped and it just pops straight out because there's really not that much adhesive holding it in. Just fold over. Push down, it should click into position. Similar thing with the battery. Line that back up, push down, it should click into position. Next up we need to put this over the top. Put those 3 2-5 screws back in, and we're very much near the end of the job. Happy on the Motorola G7 and the G7 Play, how they don't have the daughter charge board also interconnecting through the screen. I have some where there's a little extra cable over here that connects to the daughter board. Usually I find that makes it a lot more problematic phone in the end, where this just connects to the display and that's it. It has nothing to do with the charging circuit, which in turn, less chance of stuffing up with replacement parts. Now I should just be able to fold this over, line it up, push it in, clamp it around. We'll get a bit of extra glue out of it. And now I'm just going to let this heat up for a little bit to harden that glue. But overall, that should be pretty much this screen done. Now I'll stick it face down, let it heat up for about 5 minutes, and then take it off heat, and then charge it up from there. And for those wondering, new screen on, we are alive once more. Nice and responsive as we should be. So that is one repaired Motorola. Bye.